This week on Sweet Takes Podcast.
And of course, Kuzma. I say let Kuzma be that third man. Let Kuzma be your big three. Just along their way in this 5-year run, man, they never had the injury bug, and it just was finally their time, man.
You know, and you can't overlook the Broncos. You can't overlook Jacksonville.
Chris Paul has that high dollar amount, man, for the next 3 years. Astronomical, actually, man. He'll be making more than LeBron will. This is Sweet Takes Podcast, episode 1. I'd like to thank you all for joining me for my very first episode, where we'll be talking Warriors, Lakers, Rockets, and since we're beginning the boring sports days of the summer, we'll also be talking NFL. So, why wait any longer? Let's get to it. Okay, so the talk of the week is Lakers, and of course more Lakers. Everyone is talking the Anthony Davis trade, coming over from the Pelicans to the Lakers, but I'll get to that more later in the Sweet or Sour segment. Right now we're going to talk about the Lakers title contenders, because Vegas puts them at 3-1 to win the championship next year. I tend to agree that they're title contenders. I don't know about next year, maybe 1 to 2 years, I'd say. But what do you say they should do? That's another question everyone is asking. Should they build around Anthony Davis and LeBron, or go and get another superstar to make a so-called big three, which has become a trend in the modern day NBA? Starting with LeBron going to Miami, KD going to Golden State. It just seems that's the way to go if you want to compete for a championship now. Teams are loaded, they're getting more stacked. But I stick to the old adage that I would rather build around AD and LeBron, use all that cap space they have. They should have, if they don't sign a big tier free agent like say Kemba or Kyrie, they should have about around $23 million in cap space to spend. I spread that around. They have 4 players coming back under contract next year. LeBron, Morris, Wagner, Kuzma, and Bonga, which Bonga probably won't make the squad. Mo Wagner will. And of course Kuzma. I say let Kuzma be that third man. Let Kuzma be your big three. You got Kuzma on the hook for $1 million. You know, he was a second round pick, so he only is 1.9 next year, $2 million. I go and I build around, man. They got some good key free agents coming. You know, LeBron, he needs a 3-and-D wing for sure. One of the first people that pops in my mind is, Danny Green. But the first real free agent that popped in my mind that would be absolutely great to play with LeBron is Marcus Morris. I think LeBron would love Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris got a high IQ. He's a smart basketball player. He can face up. He can shoot the three. He does all the little intangibles. He's like a low-money Draymond Green, honestly. Another person I say is Malcolm Brogdon if he doesn't re-sign with the Bucks, but he's going to cost a little more. So if you want to stay on the low end, you go get like Trevor Ariza, Jared Dudley, Wes Matthews, Austin Rivers, Terrence Ross. You know, you just need some people that could shoot. That could really shoot the three at least 37%, 36% for LeBron, and to play some D. They need to bring JaVale McGee back too. I think they need to bring JaVale McGee back so he can spell Anthony Davis when he gets tired. If not, they can go get Nerlens Noel. He'll give them a good 10 to 15 minutes a game. Honestly, they should really try to go and get Brook Lopez as well. And if that's not there, they got Joakim Noah out there too. So it's a lot of free agents out there for them to sink their teeth into, man, and build a nice little roster around LeBron. They also could use that second round pick in the draft they still have. So all in all, I think they put together a decent team around. You got 2 MVP candidates, man. You know what I'm saying? LeBron always in the MVP discussion. He gonna come back with a vengeance. It is his first time off in 8, 9 years that he had this much time off. So of course he's gonna come back motivated. Anthony Davis didn't play much last year. He coming back with a chip on his shoulder. It's not gonna take him that long to play together because LeBron is selfish. So I let Kuzma be my big three. Kuzma is really ready to step up. It's a reason they wouldn't let Kuzma go. Kuzma, he big time, man. He not scared of the moment. He can take care of business in there for you. So I stick around, man. Do that, build around. First, really go after Marcus Morris and Danny Green. That'll be my first two targets, man. Really go after them too hard. Or if you do want to spend all the money in one place and chase the big three formula, I'd have to go with either going after Kyrie or Jimmy Butler. Cause I'm just not a fan of Kemba, man. Not with LeBron. I'm a fan of Kemba Walker, but not playing with LeBron, man. Kemba Walker, he needs the ball. He's a ball dominant point guard. He doesn't know how to play off the ball like Kyrie Irving yet. I'm not saying he couldn't learn, but I wouldn't take that chance. I mean, he's been leading the team his whole entire NBA career. Kyrie was as well, and it took him time to gel with LeBron and learn to play off the ball. And because LeBron has to have, for them to win and be the best, everybody knows LeBron has to have the ball in his hands. LeBron has to have the ball in his hands. He's a point guard. Saying like my boy Ja Morant said, he's a point guard. Shout out Ja. Hopefully I have him on here one day. But nonetheless, yeah, man, you got to keep the ball in LeBron's hands, man. So I would go with Kyrie because he already knows how to play against him. We don't know if Kyrie wants to go there. Reports are that he's settling more on to the Nets. Even the Knicks have even got a little cold. So if that's not the case, then I'm running after Jimmy Butler, man. Because Jimmy Butler can play off the ball. He gonna D for you, and he knows how to play off both of y'all. So that's perfect. Jimmy Butler, you got a dog. That's what you need. That's LeBron like. You know what I'm saying? Then I'd go with that. I really don't see no other top person building the big three with him. Kawhi said it's either Toronto. That's the reports. It's either Toronto or the Clippers. So, I mean, it's either go with my sweet takeaway and build around. Get you some big names like, you know what I'm saying? Big little people names like Marcus Morris or Nikola Mirotic out there. LeBron just needs high IQ players that can shoot threes, man, shooters. Because him and AD are going to draw too many double teams. They got to have people they can kick to and shoot, and they got to have people that can play defense when the playoffs come around. That's all they need. Mix that with some veterans and some young kids, man, and I think that's the nucleus they need to take them to the top, man. That's my sweet take on it. So when we come back, we're going to be talking Warriors. Man down, Dynasty down. Let's talk Warriors. Man down, Dynasty down. So, as their quest to three-peat stalled against the Toronto Raptors in 6 games, the word around the sports world is that somehow this dynasty has come to an end. I tend to lean to the side of we'll see where they go from here. Clay is going to be out. KD is most likely not going to re-sign. Word is he's hot on the Nets trail, or the Nets are hot on his trail. Boogie, they won't have him back, so really going to be a two-headed monster next year, Draymond and Steph. Two-headed monster, per se, maybe I'm using the wrong words. Maybe just a two-headed team full of heart. How about that? Because that's what they're going to need. A lot of heart, a lot of grit, a lot of want to, a lot of will, a lot of heart of a champion. They're going to have to will these young guys that they're going to have around them until Clay can get back in. Iggy, he'll be there, but Iggy, man, he said he's going to do 2 more years. I say 1. the way he looked in the finals and towards the end of the playoffs. Sean Livingston, he's pretty much out of there. McKinney, I like the kid McKinney. I like the kid McKinney. I think he's a bright spot, especially if he can get better on the defensive side of the ball, man. He showed a lot of heart and hustle in the playoffs, man, and I liked it, man. Diving 50-50 balls, playing good defense. He just needs to work on his jump shot and extend it out to the 3-point line, man. If he can extend it out to the 3-point line and shoot a good 34, 35%, just hit key threes when they need them. I think he'll fit in the rotation good for Clay, man. So that he really just needs to work on his 3-point shot. Looney, he's on his way to the bag. He was on his way to the bag till he hurt himself. That kind of derailed him, but I think enough people saw what he could do. So I think he'll be out of there. So really, man, they just really have 5-6 players, man. They're on the roster as of right now. The draft just ended. We're gonna talk about that on my next episode. Talk about where they can go from there, what they did as far as the draft, and how those picks can help them next year. All in all, man, what really killed the Warriors this year is injuries, man. The injuries in the finals, I think it was just their time, man. Everyone else they faced has had injuries in their 5-year run. They faced people throughout the Western Conference playoffs and in the finals. I mean, we don't even want to talk about when LeBron had no Kevin Love, no Kyrie. I mean, he was out there hurting. So this is their first time facing it, man. Or it could be like what was going around in the sporting world. Maybe just going on a 5-year run, playing 100+ games actually hurt them, man. It actually wore them down. And they just begin to break, man. I mean, you think about it, even KD before he got there, man, he was playing 100 games. So, playoff contenders in the West? Yes. Championship contenders? No.
Sweet or sour?
Okay, our next topic is Lakers trade. So unless you've been hiding under a rock, man, everybody we now know that AD is finally a Laker. After dragging this out, after dragging this out since the All-Star break, man, they finally made something happen, man. Everybody knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Are you sweet or sour on the AD trade, Chuck?
Well, I'm sweet on the trade, but
Okay.
it's like I feel sour because you ain't leave nobody.
Right? Right.
Have nobody. But definitely, yeah, I'm definitely sweet on that, man. That's, you know what I'm saying, we just discussed it. Hey, one of the top 5 people in the league. Like, you make that move and worry about the rest later.
Right. 2 players. I mean, you got AD and LeBron, man. You could just do anything, man. Like you say, man. Just don't worry about it, man. Just go get the talent first, right?
Right. Yeah, you figure out the rest later. Now that's gonna be the hard part. Now filling out the rest of their roster with people that can actually cheap and can fit.
Right. Give him some 3 and D. You know that's what LeBron love. You play some D for him and hit open 3, man. He love you. So they really need to go after them. Go ahead.
I keep hearing that they trying to get a third superstar. Can they really afford a third superstar?
I mean, they can, man. They got like $37 million under the cap. So they can go get one more, but then it's gonna be what? 1, 2, 3, and who you gonna fill in after that, man? You filling in with everybody else got to be on a minimum contract. Like nobody else can have over a minimum. So what kind of players you gonna get at a minimum? So I mean, let me pose this question to you then. Since you say you're hearing about them going after a big 3, what do you feel they should do? Go for the big 3 or fill out the roster with good role players, spread their money out?
No, I think Anthony Davis and LeBron have shown us that they can pretty much carry a team on their own. So I think those two, and then plus what Kawhi showed you, you can win with less than 3 superstars again. So, yeah, no, I don't think you go for the third player. You got to try to get a third person, but they don't have to be max.
Yeah.
To be successful, because you need to put out your roster with overall people. You have to go at least 8, 9 deep.
Yeah. Because that, man. I think LeBron. I think GM LeBron is gonna speak up on this one, man. Because that's what they did their first year in Miami, man. They was real top heavy, man. They really didn't have They had Mike Bibby at point guard. Come on, man. I mean, they had Mike Bibby was about to walk out the league then, man.
Bibby was nice, man.
Yeah, Bibby was nice, but not at that age, man. Not that Bibby. You not say that. You think about Sacramento Kings Bibby, man. We talk about the Heat Bibby, man. You know what I'm saying? That boy Chalmers emerged because that Bibby was so garbage. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, man. They need to just. I'm sweet on the trade, but I think they should build it with, like you say, man, building the roster around. And I say let Kuzma be your third. Why can't he be your big three? You know what I'm saying? You want to hold on to Kuzma so bad, so obviously you feel he has all-star potential. So you got him at $1 million because he was just a second-round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? $1.9 million next year. So he might be your best asset.
Yeah, that's the real reason they kept.
Yeah, right. You already know that, man. Cheaper to keep him, right?
Oh yeah, no, cool, but we can't get rid of Kuzma.
Yeah, can't get rid of Kuzma. Yeah, too cheap and too good. So yeah, man. I'm with you, man. I'm sweet on that, but they need to build around, man. So hopefully they don't go spend the money on Kimba or Kyrie. I really don't think Kyrie even wants to go there. That's what they saying.
They need to set their sights on like Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, Marcus Morris, Trevor Ariza. Yeah.
Oh, both the Morris brothers.
Both the Morris brothers. Link them back. They play better together anyway.
They really just got. Now, is Philadelphia? Mr. Fan over there, is Philadelphia gonna sign JJ back?
It depends on what JJ want, man. He got to come in like the veteran minimum, man, right now, man. Unless we lose Jimmy Butler, then I give you a couple of extra dollars because we might need you. But if we keeping our roster intact, you got to come at the veteran minimum, man.
Then if I'm the Lakers, I'll pay you $1.5 million.
Yeah.
Wait, what is his veteran?
The veteran, you got me right there, man. I have no idea, man.
I'm trying to just beat that. If I'm the Lakers, I'm trying to beat that just enough so he can come play with us. Because he did get paid.
Yeah. Hey, and he's a spot up shooter, man. That's all LeBron need, man. You give him somebody to shoot. I mean, it's not even that LeBron needs that. It's both of them. Him and AD gonna draw so many double teams, man. That's what they need around them, man. And they'll be successful. So yeah. We both sweet on that, man. So our next topic and our last topic of the sweet and sour segment is gonna be, we're gonna switch it up, man. We're gonna take it to the gridiron, man. I know we're not talking much football this time of year, but we will be. We also have a fantasy show we'll be bringing to y'all this fall. Marcus and Chuck, or Mark and Chuck. We don't know. Sweet and Chuck. We don't know the title of the show yet, but just know it's in the works. It's been coming on the way for quite some time. We're going to try to bring that to y'all this year, but we just going to talk to the Browns right now, man. Since they between them and the Raiders, that's kind of two of the hottest topic teams this summer. So we're going to jump into the Browns, and I'm going to ask you, are you sweet or sour on the Browns, all the moves that they made, man? Or are you sweet or sour on them being title contenders?
I'm going to have to say I am sour.
You sour?
I don't even think they're going to. No, I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs.
Even with the additions of Kareem Hunt, man, talking about Odell Beckham, Olivier Vernon, Sheldon Richardson.
Yeah.
You talking about a defensive line that had Sheldon Richardson, Olivier Vernon, Myles Garrett, man.
Okay.
So no playoffs. Tell me why. Let me know why. Let me stop talking. Tell me why you don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Okay. So, looking at their schedule and going by who was in the playoffs last year, I don't think there's room for them. And everybody else, So, let's assume KC win their division again.
Okay.
New England wins their division again.
Okay.
Now, you could toss up whether, my squadron or the Colts win this division. And then you have And then who went, and so Baltimore won the North last year. So
Baltimore.
So that'll be so that's their first pack way in.
They got to go through Baltimore.
Maybe Baltimore or Pittsburgh for their division.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, so you're looking at them. So in that case, they got to hit wild card then, right?
So you got your wild card.
Okay.
So you have to do with either. So you still got the Chargers. They're still out there. You know, Oakland, as you said, has improved.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever don't win their division out of Pittsburgh or Baltimore, you still got them to worry about. You know, and you can't overlook the Broncos. You can't overlook Jacksonville.
Hey, the Broncos, I was going to say, but I forgot Kubiak back over there with Flacco, and that's when he played his best under Kubiak. So,
you just
it's just
these other teams. And then, you know, all this stuff, and all this, the new, with the new head coach, you know, we don't know what kind of system they're going to run.
Okay.
You know, they already complaining about Odell and voluntary workouts. And by the way, side topic, Odell got hold in the Giants, but that's another topic.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. I do agree.
Yeah, he got scared.
Yeah, he got scared. So you really, so let's cut you off. So, go ahead.
Looking at their schedule, I feel like they might give me 9-7.
9-7. So you say 9-7 is not a wild card no more in the NFL. That's what you're saying.
It could be, but it might come down to like tiebreakers because you know they do. Like I said, Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They have to play them.
Well,
if they don't win the division, they're gonna come out of tiebreakers.
Okay.
And then you know they gotta play the Pats this year. They gotta play the Rams this year.
Yeah.
Outside of their own reason, they have to play the improved Jets.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals, we don't know what they look like this year.
I don't know about them Cardinals, man, but that's just what I was gonna tell you. I was gonna say, man,
I'm just saying we don't know.
We don't know, but I'm not gonna project, man. They last 4 games of the season is against the Bengals, the Cardinals, the Ravens, and the Bengals. So I'm looking at Bengals, Cardinals, Bengals is 3 wins. So as of right now, I'm looking at 3 wins, man. I'm sorry. I gotta go with what I see. I gotta go with what I see right now. We talk about the Cardinals' first year head coach, first year quarterback.
They're making the playoffs.
I'm sweet, man. I'm sweet. I mean,
now let's continue with the schedule. I'll give you those 3 at the end of the season.
And that's the end of the season. That'll be on the playoff push. So
I give you those 3. Right. You're gonna be fighting at the end of the season with the 9-7 record. Yeah, the second Ravens game may end up being tougher than we think. So that could also, you know what I'm saying, they could be hovering close to 8-8, you know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Yeah. I don't see them making the playoffs.
All right, so sour.
But I do hope somebody don't panic, though. That's not a bad thing.
No, that's not a bad thing. So we want to welcome my boy Chuck Franchise back to the show, man. What's going on, Chuck? Thanks for sticking around with us.
Oh, yeah, anytime, bro.
All right. So we're going to get into the Rockets talk, man. Like I said, man, you the Rockets ambassador, man. Anything I need to know Rockets on this show, man, we're going to bring in Chuck. The turmoil that's going on with the Rockets right now, man. They saying Chris Paul demanding the trade. They saying James Harden went tattletale to daddy. Say, I don't want to play with him. He doing the Dwight Howard. Is this Dwight Howard 2.0 or is this what's going on, man? Who's to blame in all this debacle, man? And what's going on, man? I think y'all was so fired up, man, to beat Golden State. This demoralized y'all, man. They got everybody pointing fingers. It feel like kindergarten in Houston, man. Tell me what's going on, man.
Man, it's probably one of the few times you're going to hear me say this, but I think I'm going to go with the company line on this, man.
Okay.
Barrymore came out and was like, hey, man, everybody is just competitive, and when you're competitive and you lose, you get mad. So I think everybody just was doing a little pouting and whatever.
Okay.
But, no, I don't believe the story. You know, just like any other story, I think the truth is, somewhere in the middle. I think part of, yes, it's possible James Harden went to Daddy and said something, but I don't believe Chris Paul demanded the trade.
Okay. So you say no Chris Paul trade. Chris Paul didn't demand the trade. So what leads you to believe Chris Paul didn't demand the trade? I mean, what is it? Nowhere for him to go? Why would you believe that?
When we traded for Chris Paul, you know what I'm saying? Chris Paul went and demanded the trade with the Clippers, as we all know.
Okay.
Because Chris Paul's a smart guy. He knew his contract was about to be up. He could left as a free agent, and they got nothing for him the next season. He knew the possibilities of where he could end up, and is a preferred destination.
Okay, so he put on his GM hat then.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All right.
Paul been in the league long enough. He was president of the Players Association, at one point. So, the thing is now it's like there's nowhere for him to go. There's not nowhere desirable if anything. So I don't believe Chris Paul went there. Just like he tweeted, it was news to him.
Yeah.
I believe the man.
Okay.
So I think that's Rich Paul, not Chris Paul.
Yeah. Everything funneled through Rich Paul, right?
Only scout whose name I know.
All right. Okay.
So I scout agent. Sorry.
Yeah. So, seeing that Chris Paul has that high dollar amount, man, for the next 3 years, astronomical actually, man. He'll be making more than LeBron will the next 3 years, and that's crazy. $40 million plus. Do you believe? You say you believe you could see Harden going to Daddy and telling. You said you believe Chris Paul didn't demand the trade. So it's got to be somebody here not telling the truth, man. So do you believe more? Do you believe more when he says he doesn't want to trade Chris Paul? Chris Paul isn't going nowhere.
I believe Chris. I believe more when Moore said they're not going anywhere.
Okay.
Like he said, they're trying to get a third player if possible. They just, it's just so much going on at one time. And then the rookie owner, I think he's finding out what it's like now. To own NBA franchise.
$1 billion buyer, man. $1 billion buyer.
Contract. You can't complain about a contract of NBA teams that ultimately you're competing against. Because stories like this are gonna come out. Now you look stupid. Like Chris Paul's gonna look at you funny.
Yeah.
But just like Chris Paul realized, just like they told Hard, you gotta suck it up, man, because he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You damn sure not going anywhere, Hard. So it's oh my God, it's so frustrating.
Thank you for joining me for episode 1. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and come back for episode 2, where we'll be talking everything NBA draft, everything free agency. Mike Conley, is he the most underrated point guard in the NBA? And I'll be giving out my first ever Sweet Takes NBA awards, and also the Sweet or Sour segment where we'll be talking Space Jam remake. Should he or shouldn't he have?